Hey, what's up, guys? Today's our very first One Piece TCG full video on our first impressions and opinions on the leaders. We got
Yay.
Alex,
Yo.
Joel.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God. Again, he's gonna go last. I hate this enthusiasm. Caesar,
No, sir.
Geo. That's the energy I like, and you got me and Mike. So, with that being said, here we go. Our very first one is gonna be Blurple Crocodile. So, his ability, after you activate an event, you may draw one card if you have 4 or less cards in your hand and haven't drawn a card using this leader's effect during your turn for 1 Dawn. Now, my personal opinion, he goes in the utter trash tier. Straight garbage. That is all I have to say about him. I don't even want to talk about him no more.
Yeah, there ain't no potential for this guy.
Very
He's
sad.
dead.
Very sad. Okay, next up is going to be me with Blue Crocodile. I'm going to say this right now. I think he's the best blue leader with his activate main. Dawn -4, which kind of sucks for a blue deck that doesn't ramp. Once per turn, return one character with a cost of 5 or lower to its owner's hand. I think this effect alone, and since we're just basing it off leaders, I think this effect alone has the possibility of saving you a game. Because of that, I'm putting it at good, but I think looking at other leaders, there's just way better abilities.
Yeah, it's super sad. This is the best blue has to offer.
Yeah, and with that, we have Blurple Kaido with Alex.
Purple Kaido. Blue purple for 1 Dawn. On your turn, when you KO one of your opponent's characters, you may add 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. Has potential, just being a mixture of blue and purple, but it needs more cards.
Yeah, and honestly, as the game progresses and purple gets more ways to KO for cheaper and better, it's gonna definitely go up. But right now, just blue sucks and purple is having struggles KOing. But yeah,
Rip
we got
blue,
potential.
dude.
All right.
Viewpoints.
The Pirate Hunter, Mr. Zoro. For 1 Dawn, all your characters gain plus 1000 power. Zoro runs the most busted red card in the game. That's the Nami that allows you to play 1 rested energy to a character. I put Zoro at possibly meta because he's just swinging for days.
Yeah, it's literally so nasty. It's the best rush deck. That's what I'm trying to say.
He definitely has his negatives with being red. It doesn't really draw that much, but I think he's definitely, he can beat a lot of these leaders easily.
Do you think he could beat the next leader?
Yes.
All right, well, next up we got Odin. All right, so he has the activate main that once per turn you could trash a Wano card from your hand and untap 2 Dawn. So I think he's really good and gonna have he's very playable. So I'm gonna say he's got one of the best secret rares in his deck right now, the Yamato that has double attack banish. He's got Momonosuke, which lets him draw and untap energy for free if you want to use that for the leader effect. So it's like guaranteed energy untap. And then like he's running the 8-drop kid, which is like the most busted green card. So it's got drawing, it's got untapping. It's gonna be playable for a while. I think very playable.
Respect.
All right. And for the very next leader, the future Pirate King, leader of the Straw Hat Pirates, Monkey D. Luffy Mono Red. His effect, you activate main once per turn. You give this leader or one of your characters 1 rested Dawn card. So basically, I think he is very playable because that is the closest thing you have to energy manipulation. So not only do you get to use a Dawn that's already been used to boost up your character, you also boost up your character like I just said. But still, I think he is a very playable character, very fun, and he is a red rush.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna interrupt you here with a nice little rant with Don Flamingo, because I think this man is one of the worst leaders in the game. For Dawn times due, when he attacks, for 1 other energy, reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If that card is a 7 Warlords of the Sea type character with a cost of 4 or less, you may play that card rested. So for 3 energy, you're playing a 4-drop. It sounds good. But the already key factor in here is when it says rested. in a game that already has summoning sickness and with other leaders already playing 5 costs for 2 energy, I think this leader right here has just been like shot in the foot in every way possible. And no matter what card you play, unless it has a when you play effect or that one Kuma that summons a other Kuma from your hand for free, 90% of that time that card isn't living till the next turn. Don Flamingo, trash.
Next up is Captain Kid. Alright, Kid is green and he activate main once per turn for 3 energy. You may trash 1 card from your hand, set this leader as active. So I feel like Kid is the best kind of rush green that we have out now. You could swing, you could attach Dons to him, get him up to 7 or 8k, swing, pitch a card, and then swing again at 8k. And then he's able to grow his hand because he's green. Very, very meta.
And
yeah,
what's
he's
good,
literally running the meta right now.
yeah, what's good, green has some control, have long life cards, you know, like blockers, this 5-drop law. So you can just wait until like turn 10, slap like 7 energy onto him, and then just swing twice for like 12k per game if you really wanted to.
I think what just makes it so nasty is when he gets his character kit out and then you can just abuse the lead. Because now you got an 8k wall, right? Which is your character kid that they have to swing at him. And then you just use the rest of your energy to buff up your leader and take out whatever cards on the field or just get guaranteed life. Like,
Exactly.
It's so good. It's going to be playable for a while.
Yeah, even the best negates that go up to 4k can't even stop the kid if you boosted high enough.
Yep.
Okay, but with that, we go with Red Green Law.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Law. So good. All right. He's got a once per turn for 2 energy. If you have 5 characters, you return 1 of your characters to the owner's hand, then play 1 character with the cost of 5 or less of a different color as the rested character from your hand. So, or as the returned character from your hand, not rested. So, super busted. He is going all the way to the tip top of possibly meta. He literally, you just spam a whole bunch of 1-drops. So the 1-drops draw you a card. So you're losing no hand size. Then you're swapping into your 5-drop law that bounces another card from your field and plays a 3 or less. So now you can have an option with killer to kill something 3 or less. You could play your rush Zoro, because remember you have green and red that you can utilize here. And then you have a 5-drop Luffy that has rush also, and it gets through blockers. So blue's whole blocker wall thing doesn't even matter. And then it's just so nasty. For 2 energy, if you're playing Law, you're getting 8 energy worth of value. There's no better energy efficiency in the game, period. Oh, I think he's running the meta for a while. And as the cards get better, he's going to get better.
Many times to him.
Yep. Well, you know, Law and this next character are besties. Well, not really, but in my headcanon it is. Red Green Monkey D. Luffy. For activate main once per turn for 4 energy, kinda costly, set up 1 of your Supernova or Straw Hat crew type characters with a cost of 5 or less as active. It gains plus 1000 during this turn. So for 4 energy, you can already establish any rest card as a dual attacker. And there's some really good both red and green cards that can take advantage of this. Point being said, I literally boosted a Nami for game against a Trafalgar Law. And then they were like, what is he gonna do? He can't win anymore. Then I used the leader ability to go for game with that. So yeah, I think the red green Luffy is most likely very playable, especially if you couldn't tell. Red and green is, like, in our opinion, dominating the meta. So yeah, red green Luffy I think is very playable.
One of the only 2 decks to actually beat Law, Kid and Luffy.
Yep.
Or actually, no, Zoro and Luffy, my bad.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we got the better Kaido. Purple, mono purple Kaido. Activate main. -7 Dawn, once per turn. Trash the top card of your opponent's life. Meaning they can't trigger effect, they can't nothing. Card is useless. Straight to trash. I put Kaido at very playable because he runs a 10-drop Kaido that wipes the field. Runs a 9-drop Kaido that gains rush and knocks out anything 6 or less. And runs an 8-drop Kaido that allows him to activate
a Dawn at the end of his turn, but he's very top deck reliant.
And the good thing about Purple Kaido is so generic, where that 8-drop bullet card, fantastic, can be run perfectly in Kaido.
Yeah.
Especially if you set it up right, because purple just has the biggest bombs in the game. You play the rush guy, take the last life, swing with a 10k rush, it's game. Like, it's so good.
Yes,
and
sir.
as purple gets better, that leader's always going to be good to crit a life.
All right, next up is going to be King.
All right, so King has a your turn effect that if you have 10 Dawn cards on your field, all of your opponent's characters have minus 1000 power. So I think he's good potential, because personally he's definitely not a super amazing effect. Like, purple ramps, but it's nothing that, like, on turn 2 you're gonna have this live. But it's really just the purple engine that's solely keeping him up, with the infinite blockers, that can't be KO'd, or like the big bombs that you can run in Kaido. So he's literally, if you're gonna play a purple leader, I'd rather play Kaido. So I'm just gonna put him in potential good. I don't know.
I think potential is probably better, only because you need the stipulation of having 10 Dawn, and purple's all about taking out Dawn, putting Dawn back in, right? So there's
I think he should be at the end of good, because he was still pretty playable, and I remember watching that battle. Gio was doing pretty good in general.
So we're gonna keep it at good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really just the purple engine that's really, like, nasty right now.
Okay, I can respect that.
Speaking
And
of purple engine, with the man with about the same amount of screen time as my dad in real life, Shanks, everyone's favorite Yonko. His effect is you activate your main once per turn. For losing 3 Dawns, your film type cards gain 2000 plus power during this turn. Now, I think he is going to be the top of potential, only because when you get to use the film type cards like Douglas Bullet, Shiki, there's this one from the movie film Gold. She helps you a lot, and all your attackers get plus 2000. Great engine. You get to ramp. You get to use your -3 plus 2. You add in Douglas Bullet for 7. It just works amazing.
Yeah, honestly, the Shanks engine is so good that they're running it in Kaido. The engine is fire.
that bullet is one of the most disgusting boss monsters I've seen. I believe it's a rush, dual attack, and it rests 2 cards.
Actually, it is a rush if you put 2 Dawn into him.
Okay,
Or he's not a rush. I'm sorry. He is a double strike.
double strike.
That's what it is.
Okay. He's not rush? I swear I thought he was rush. Maybe I could be
No,
crazy.
he is not. Only red is rush. Purple is not.
Okay.
But speaking of Shanks, his lovely daughter, Yuta,
She has 5 life, and her activate main is once per turn for 1 energy. Up to one of your characters without effect gain 2000 power during this turn. Nice little buff to her, and you get to ramp a skill list.
Oh, she actually doesn't buff herself, right?
If you give her 1 energy. That's
Oh, yeah,
considered one
okay,
buff,
yeah.
The skill list cards are pretty nice, just because for 3 energy you get to bring out a 5k beat stick. And so forth. For 4 energy you get to bring out a 6000. For 8, 10,000. Has potential, but will run into difficulties when your cards get returned to hand or KO'd.
Yeah, especially since there's no on-play effects. Blue doesn't care about bouncing it. Purple definitely doesn't care about KOing it, or green. Because you're paying less for more power, but the cheaper the cost cards are, the easier they are to remove. And especially with no skills, it's kind of blanket, you know?
Yeah, so potential.
Potential? Okay.
everyone loves Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah, the
Well-
donut maker Akainu. So this card, new color. He's coming out for the starter deck for Navy. He's gonna be the leader. So new color black. His activate main once per turn for 3 energy. You may trash 1 card from your hand and KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. We don't know where this card's gonna land because there is no card in the game with a cost of 0. And with the 2 other cards that released for black, Kobe, he also says that you could trash a card and knock out someone that's 0. But the biggest if for the color black is their secret rare smoker. because Smoker can't be KO'd by effect, and as long as a card was 0, he has double attack. But until we see those 0 cost cards, I put him in potential.
Yeah, it makes sense. You don't know what his engine is. We don't even know what Black's archetype really is, to be honest.
Yeah. If it's
Curious
easy
to
to
see
get
what
these cards
zero
down
cost
to
is
0,
gonna
it's
be.
gonna be busted.
Yeah. With that being said, this is our first full video, like I said earlier, our rankings with our full entire One Piece team. And remember, this is our opinion, so if you get mad, eat ass.
Nah, but
Yes, sir.
make sure you follow. We're gonna have tons more content. We're gonna have the box openings when they come out. When the cards are actually in our hand, we're gonna have better deck profiles, and we'll have more meta videos to come out.
And if you guys ever want to watch us
updated
play
news.
live games, we're going to have it on our Twitch, as well as when we get to the point on our Instagram lives and TikTok lives. So make sure to follow all our socials.
All right, well, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Adios. This is our One Piece
Ciao.
TCG first impression. Peace.
Bye bye.
君